welcome guys to another video from Canadian Yorker here, and I wanted to just share this with you. I don't know if you know this, but about 4 days ago, KSI and Jake Paul are actually looking to secure a YouTube grudge fight. This was published July 16th, 2024, so this was taking place on Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. Now, why am I bringing this up? The reason why I'm bringing this up is to kind of help everybody understand that maybe this fight will take place after Jake Paul has his fight with Mike Perry, and so this will be in between Jake Paul fighting Mike Perry, and then his final destination may be fighting Mike Tyson right after. Now, this sounds to me, it sounds a little ridiculous. But let's just read the article to see what it says. This article was taken from the Sun, USSun.com. I'll be posting this article in the comment section so you can definitely read up on it. Heavy duty KSI faced with accepting Jake Paul's outrageous and unfair terms to secure $100 million YouTube grudge fight. Terms for the fight were match were laid bare. Let's read this. KSI could be forced into accepting outrageous and unfair terms in order to finally fight Jake Paul. The pair of YouTube sensations turned boxers have rivaled well for over half a decade, fueling demand for a bitter grudge match. Let's read that the latest hurdle in talks looks to be the weight-in difference between these two. KSI has fought as light at 175 pounds, whereas Paul's last two bouts have been the 200-pound cruiserweight limit. Both lost to Tommy Fury and scaled around the 183-pound mark. However, since then, Paul has moved up in weight and claimed his body is too naturally big to suck back down to 185 pounds catch weight. Whereas KSI's team argued that the British superstar is already way out of his comfort zone by bulking it up to 185 pounds as it is. That his boxing coach, Alexis Dimitriadis, insisted they would be willing to make the compromise in order to at last face Paul. Dimitriadis told Sun Sports, "I can be brutally honest with you. We've asked for that fight a lot. It was offered between 175 and 180. Cool, no problem. Let's do it. Jake didn't want to do it." That's what he said, quote. And quote, continuing quote, "Remember JJ's fought at 170. He's gone up to 175, 182 for Tommy. We'll go up to 185. How much more do you want JJ to go up in weight? So let's meet in the middle. Jake's fought at 183. So we'll go up to 185. So we'll go up past what he fought Tommy Fury at, which is dangerous. That's the 15 to 20 pound limit, more than JJ fights at. So we're giving that much a plus, a weight cut. And Jake still doesn't want to do it. Question. This quote continuing. What do you want JJ to do? Put dumbbells in his pockets when he weighs it? Literally, I just don't know what else to offer. Since losing to Tommy Fury, who's 25, Jake Paul, who's 27, has gone on to win 3 more times and returns on July 20th when he is going to fight Mike Perry. He does so against ex-UFC turned bare-knuckle boxer Mike Perry, age 32, after his heavyweight showdown against Mike Tyson, age 58, was postponed. KSI, who is 31 years old, has not fought since suffering his first defeat last October to Tommy Fury via controversial decision. He makes his comeback on August 31st in Dublin in a wild 2-on-1 handicap match against Anthony Taylor and Slim Alibi. But the biggest blockbuster remains against Jake KSI and Paul, who Demetriades admits in the past could be worth £100 million. And despite believing this, his man will have to fight way beyond his natural weight class. They are ready to make the sacrifice. Demetriades said, quote, "There's an element where there's an unfair safety advantage. Weight divisions are there for a reason, right? So at what point do we stop? All right?" JJ says, we want to get this kid, so let's go up to 185. However, Jake Paul's fought at 183. He'll go up to 185, which is nuts because JJ is not naturally that heavy. He's not a heavy 185er. The second he gets in the camp, he comes down. But for that fight, how huge it is and the magnitude of it. And stylistically as well, I think we have this guy's number. That's what fighting is about. Okay? So we'll meet this in the middle so everyone is comfortable. Winner takes all. Okay. So guys, there we have the article about KSI accepting. Apparently Jake Paul wants KSI to meet him at the 200 weight range. However, KSI doesn't want to fight Jake Paul at the 200 weight range. He wants him to fight him at 185. And KSI's coach, Demetriades, is saying that that Jake Paul is not a natural 185 guy who can box at 185 pounds. And so this makes it interesting, given the fact that Jake Paul has fought KSI in the past. Will this fight happen? We don't know. We don't know if it will happen. We'll have to see what's going to happen after his fight with Mike Perry. And plus, he probably will need some time to rest because, let's face it, combat sports is dangerous and nobody should be going into it unless they want to make sure that they're doing this as a professional and they're doing it right. So going forward, what do you guys think about KSI? Is KSI going to be the next opponent that's fighting Jake Paul? I mean, he's not the first one who's going to be going after Jake Paul. We have other individuals besides Mike Perry and KSI. There's also Nate Diaz. There's also other people involved who would like to fight Jake Paul. But we're going to have to see what's going to happen and who's going to be selected in the next Jake Paul bout. So talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good one.